How's it going, people? And welcome back to the Jumper Punch. I'm Mars, and this is Glory Hunters Match Day 9 or Match Day 8 review to a preview into Match Day 9. It's a very good week of football if you're an Arsenal supporter, Tottenham supporter. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Chelsea shit. But Chelsea, well done. And then you've got, thank you, Manchester United. Well done. Well fucking done. There goes demonetization. Make sure, I'm telling you right now, before we get into everything, make sure you share this link around because we do have a special guest tonight. If you love the EPL world and you love the content world, we do have Lee Judges coming on from AFTV and Lee Judges TV coming on at about 8:30. So we'll get into the Arsenal stuff with him. But yeah, that's actually a big get. Never thought we'd get Lee on here. But we tried our wisdom. Thank you, Paul, as well. Legend, a TJP former family. But yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Dislike us. If you want to join in the chat tonight, make sure you join in the chat. But again, share the link around. It's going to be a fun night, fun times. Joe, I mean, his screen's all black. Is his screen all black?
No, I can see myself.
Is his screen all black, Bo?
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. I can't see him. And Zach, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
You good?
I'm ready to go.
You always get bottomed. You always get battered, mate. Always get battered. Even when you think it's good, it's not really good, is it?
Spot on.
I was talking this guy up last week. Fuck.
You were. Now, I can't see Joe, and I don't know why, but before Lee comes in at about 8:30, I'm going to leave and come back in, right? So somebody host this. I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Everybody can okay.
Who's taking over?
Mo Salah.
All right, we may as well kick it off. Yeah, like we'll leave Joe for second because he's.
I can see him. I can see him. Yeah. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Who do we start with? Well, I've got actually another person here, man. This is might be an all Arsenal affair tonight. Jesus, everyone's going to get battered. Everyone's going to get battered like a fish and chips, cuz.
Not my bottle.
In a spliff.
We are smoking.
Outnumbering.
This
is a full.
We are smoking.
The mud is
The Haram football pack.
Set piece FC, mate.
Set piece FC, ole. Set piece FC, ole.
Just confirming, I'm not the special guest tonight.
No, he's not. He's definitely not.
You're
Not the special guest. There's only one other person that knows. He's our family.
Does
anyone else know?
Yeah, I just broke it before, so I told him to get sharing the link as well. But it'll be a good watch. It'll be a fun watch this as well.
Will get ugly.
I got my bottles ready.
Oh,
hey,
so
Zach's butthole is like this right now.
Oh, mate, he's tense.
Well.
I'm not the only team that lost.
Yeah, but you're a Spurs fan.
Yes.
No, you're not the only team that lost. Oh, and Luke is sick, typical City supporter. Try and find another City supporter. They're impossible to find, mate. And Deha will be back. Man, they've gone into hiding too. All the Liverpool supporters lost 4 on the trot. We'll get into them with the Man United game. It's going to be a big one. But Deha will be back on after the spring racing because he does do a lot for the spring racing for work. So let's get into it. Who do we start with? I think we'll start with Mr. Bottom Right himself, Zach Asuni. Asuni bet Tottenham.
Get out of the way, eh?
Yeah. Let's get you out of the way, and then when the judge comes in, he'll hand you the sentence. All right.
Oh,
2-1 loss to Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Your home woes, they continue, despite having more chances as well. What are you laughing for? I'm being serious. I'm being serious. You guys, seriously. I'm going to let you lead with it. I'm guessing you watched it. You better have watched it before I headbutt you through the screen. But 2-0 loss. 2-1 loss, sorry, to Villa. Brilliant strike to sink you guys, mate. I backed Aston Villa in play, 550. And mate, when you scored, I cheered harder than I do when Arsenal score. Not even going to lie.
I don't know where that came from, that last goal, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'll let you start off with it. What did you make of the game?
When I came in here a few weeks ago when we drew to Wolves 1-1, pretty much the exact same thing I said there happened against Villa, except we lost. It was just the way we were attacking. Every single player that was in the attack besides Kudus was horrible again. No creativity from Odegaard, nothing from Tell. Simmons was pretty much invisible, and it was just feed the ball to Kudus or long throw-ins or corners, which Kevin Danso, who played instead of Romero, who copped an injury in the warm-up, unfortunately. But that was pretty much our game plan, and we're lucky enough to score thanks to the corner from Bentancur. But again, it was the same thing I said a few weeks ago, too pragmatic, especially at home, which we have been for a while. And just not enough from our attacking, our young attacking players. And, of course, you still know Kulusevski, still know Solanke, but, I mean, you got to have some better chances, because honestly, apart from that initial corner goal that we scored, there really wasn't much else to write home about, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, as you said, the pragmatic approach from Choo Train himself. I don't know. I just don't. I like Mohamed Kudus as a signing. I think he's probably his top 3 wingers in the league. And Dan did say this, when was it, 2 weeks ago, that who else is in the top 3 in the wingers in the league at this present time? Probably got Kudus on top, Semenyo, and then you probably got Bukayo Saka.
Yeah, right wing.
Play a lot through him, as you should, because he's a quality player, very direct player on the ball as well. I mean, if his take-ons is best in the league by a country mile.
Yeah. He was trying to do all these take-ons, and he was creating so much by himself. And compared to the rest, it was just very... I can't think of a word besides... It was just pragmatic. It was just really just... I don't really know. It was just the same things we saw against Wolves. It just didn't really have that killer instinct. No real dynamic attacking play. And I thought a play that was stiff to miss out was Pape Sarr for a bit more, dynamism in midfield. But yeah, apart from that, I really, without repeating myself, it's it was just pretty much the same thing we saw a few weeks ago. It's my cousin.
Zach is saying a lot, but not a lot of the same. Just saying that
we are trash at the moment.
Odegaard wasn't horrible. Apparently, Danza said he's a bit salty.
He wasn't horrible, but he just didn't offer. I don't think
it wasn't great. He was okay. He was okay.
You know what? I'll ask you this, Zach. What did you expect this season?
To be honest, my expectations, I didn't really know what to think when Ange got sacked. Because if we had stuck with Ange, my expectation would have been, okay, let's just get better than 17th in the league. Let's sort out some consistency and injuries and stuff like that. When Frank came in, I was thinking, now where? So I think it's the same thing, just getting that consistency and playing a brand of football that is sustainable. Because under Ange, I mean, I love the guy, but there were times when we would just, especially away, it was funny enough away, not home, but we were just off the rails, completely off the rails. And then, with Frank, it seems to have gone too far in the opposite direction.
Maybe.
So I was thinking top 4. If I was just to say that, top 4
and a trophy, I mean,
that was your expectation.
That has to be the aim with what they've spent and how expensive the club is.
100%.
I don't know. Where do you boys? Does everyone think Tottenham has improved off last? Surely they've improved off last season. They look 100%. A lot more compact.
I think we have.
The improvement.
I said last week, if they keep up those sorts of performances, I was talking them up last week, and then they dished that up against Villa, and I thought,
not surprised.
Maybe I spoke too soon, but I said that if they continue like that, they'll stay within that top 4, touching distance of 4th and 5th.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Do we get the guest in so we can slate Spurs? Yeah, I think he's
It's just
patiently waiting in the back there. He's just licking his lips. He's got a little. He's like a like a Rottweiler when they start foaming, and he just sees a nice T-bone steak. And I tell you what, he's gonna. Yeah, you got to feast. Sometimes you got to bring the big guns in, and you got to feast.
Please. Oh,
if it isn't Mr. Lee Judges himself, look at him, he's grinning already. He's done it again. Well, this is our special guest, Mr. Lee Judges himself, Lee Judges TV. You can go catch him on YouTube under that. You can see him on AFTV. He's been on a plethora of podcasts. I think, have you been on Sky Sports as well?
Yes, he has.
Yeah, look at him there. Yeah, just a shy little smirk. But welcome. How are you? How's your day?
Good. I thought I was on Joke TV for a second there when they said full Spurs. I don't know what that was about. But
oh, no.
I thought you said this was a serious podcast. I felt like, but
no, we're not serious over here. You know this.
Oh no.
We take the
can't get
out
around Aussie Spurs fans. What's going on? Like, what the hell went wrong there? Like, you know what I mean? So you're bloody good at cricket. So you thought, I'll tell you what, I'll support a crap team. That's what you've done. Like, you know what I mean?
Jeez,
this is a roast. It's just going to be a Zach roast.
How are you?
Sunday beauty.
That is your how are you, mate? That's how you get introduced. That's your hello over there and everything about it.
I got you. Mate, we've got Joe. He's Man United.
Correct.
All right, Joe. They're just as bad as Spurs, by the way. But go on, carry on.
Bo is a Chelsea. Zach is a Spurs, and obviously, the big fella in the top left. So, welcome.
There's two decent ones on here. Then, like, is that what we're saying?
Like, not bad. We're all right. We're all right.
Here was he, boys. I tell you, I can understand it with Chelsea and Man United, but. What is it like? You're winning all the games of cricket. I tell you what, I've got to have a bit of pain. What can I do? Like, you know what I mean? I'll support Spurs. You know what I mean?
I don't know how you can support Spurs. I
Long
always
story
ask.
short, do you want to know how
I'm a Spurs supporter as well. I don't know how he goes for Spurs.
What? Can I ask a question? Like, what? Because there's, like for me, I had the choice of Arsenal and Spurs. You know what I mean? When I was a kid. But like when you're, millions, thousands of miles away, when it ain't like, why Spurs? You know what I mean? Like, what was the thing that it weren't like? You can understand it with Chelsea because they were winning things, Man United because it's Man United, Arsenal. But why Spurs? There's no logical reason, is there? Like, unless you just hate your life. It's like, what is it?
Well, the Spurs and Carlton duo is not very fun. But look, long story short, I got hoodwinked in around 2014, 2015. I didn't really follow any team. Like I watched international football, obviously, but I didn't really follow any team. And then I saw Dele Alli on the TV, and I'm thinking, oh, this guy's great. And,
did you get sucked into that goal where he chested down?
Yeah, that Crystal Palace goal.
No way.
How's the difference? He starts supporting Spurs because of Dele Alli. I'll probably start supporting Arsenal because of Charlie George and Thierry Henry.
Yeah, so that's the difference. That's the difference. And you could say Dele Alli's career since,
Sucked in.
Post 2018 is, yeah.
Surely you just turncoated. Surely you give up.
Downhill.
I mean, to be fair, I was very close. But then we won something. And you know what? I'll take it. We move on. I'm not going to sing Champions of Europe, but I mean, I'll take it.
You would, huh? The cheek.
You would.
Yeah, you would.
Go on, Zach.
Yes, you
Don't
would.
ever do that.
You would.
Not here, not now. That's for sure.
Dele Alli works at his local deli now.
Oh,
Very good.
I think he's actually got a club still. So
That's very good.
that's the origin story. Yeah.
But yeah,
Who's Spurs got tomorrow?
Monaco in the champion. Oh, Monaco away.
away. Tough game.
That'd be tough.
Draw.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
I mean, we drew to fucking. Who did we drew?
Like you say tomorroay. It's today.
Already.
Oh, today.
in your time. Today in your time.
Yeah.
Look at him.
That's mad. That's mad. I'm thinking, I've got
6
got an
a.m.
extra day to wait for Spurs. Blimey.
We The game last
got
year,
training
not
ground
a few years
FC.
ago actually, where Chelsea beat us 4-1 and we played like 8 on the halfway line. You don't remember that game, Bo?
Yes, yes.
Can you
That
repeat
was
the
the day
scoreline
after I
again,
finished
please?
my exams for high school. I'm thinking, oh, first day of, the future. Let's, start off with a bang. And then it all pretty much unravels after our perfect start. We have so many injuries, red cards, and fucking Cole Palmer's taking the piss. And that was very, I think it was like 4:00 in the morning. That one, that was very early, very early. So I'm sure you'll do it though.
Hey, Lee knows all about the time differences, mate. He thinks we're all mad, to be honest.
Yeah. Every game.
Big up to you, like, you know what I mean? Like,
You were at the pub 3:30 in the morning, man, on the weekend for the Fulham game.
We're at the pub for the Fulham match at 3 a.m.
Unreal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how you want to round up Tottenham Hotspur or hot shit, because that's what they are. But they've done. What have you won? You won 4 games. You got a healthy goal record, I must admit. You actually got a healthy goal record. But other than that, you sit 6th in the table. You'll start dropping away now because that's just standard Spurs.
Nah, they'll be okay. They'll finish top 8.
I think we'll be okay. I'm going to
top
chalk
8.
it up to
Be generous. Top 8. They'll be okay. They'll finish top 8.
How's Paul? They'll be okay. They'll finish top 8.
That's okay for them. That's from where they were. You can't just go from 17th to top 4.
I mean, we did finish 17th.
But it gets them nothing.
Possible.
I just feel like, look, we've been in and around the top 4 this season anyway. Why can't we stay? That's my point of view. But it's not all bad. That's the truth. But for me personally, I just feel like it's just growing pains at the moment until I see like a horrific, thing that makes me say, okay, we've got to actually change something here.
You won't see it.
To come back as well.
You won't see it. Not under this manager. You won't see it.
And that's a thing. And that's actually why I think it's a positive that we did get Thomas Frank. That's why I'm happy.
He's a compact regimen in his style of play too. So
come on, Mars. Come on. Let's talk about the real story.
I'm gonna knock out this. I don't know if anybody watched their game. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch everything of it. I was hoping that Luke would be on, as he's a Man City supporter. They got the Chocolates 2-0 win over Everton at home. Haaland again, brace, 11 goals for the season. I mean, this bloke's just a goal machine. I don't know how you stop him. There's only one player that can stop him. Well, 2, Saliba and Gabriel. That's about it, right? Because every time he versus them, he goes nowhere. But the way that he just takes his chances, I mean, is there a better striker on the planet in the past 4 or 5 years other than probably Harry Kane or Lewandowski? You could say Cristiano Ronaldo, but he plays in the Tin Pot League. It's just oil money. But this bloke, seriously, does he keep them alive in a title race? He can score enough goals to keep him there all season.
We were talking about this last week. We were saying, does City still have it in them despite the start of the season? Do they still have it in them to make that charge, whether it be now, mid-season, or end of the season, which they've done before, and come back and challenge? And I still think it's too early to tell. But I mean, look, I think I said it in our chat that they're only, what are they? Are they 4 points off or 3 points off?
They are 3.
3 points off you guys?
It's second, yep.
Yeah. But if you put Arsenal up against City at the moment, Arsenal look the better team by a long shot, if you're asking me. But I don't know. I'm not convinced that we're going to be able to see the City of, prime Guardiola day sort of thing, right? To come back and challenge for the title. I personally think if we're going to take it how it looks now, Arsenal have it in the bag.
They were resilient, Everton. They were tough to break down, but it's just the presence of Haaland. I think sometimes it can overawe defenders, and they just shit themselves.
I don't think he can carry them to a title though.
He can keep them there for a long.
They're not as well-rounded as you guys, though.
No, definitely not. When you lose De Bruyne and all those type of players as well, and Silva, he's getting on with age. And then
there's been a lot of turnover too.
Scored a header in the morning.
2 years ago compared to now, a lot of new faces being brought in. Yeah. Like the usuals that you see, De Bruyne, Gundogan, like all these people that you usually see pop up for them, especially in the crucial moments, aren't there anymore. So it's going to be hard for them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also, don't get me wrong. Sorry, Mars. I don't want. I'm not saying that Arsenal has it in the bag now. I'm saying if it was to stay this sort of competition until the end, I think Arsenal come out on top.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
So they've got who they got next week. They've got Aston Villa away, so tough gig.
Tricky match.
Coming up.
Tricky
It's a
match.
tricky match. So yeah, will Rodri be
Very much
fit?
so.
Who knows? I think he's an integral piece to them to being up there. But yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
At
good
that
on
age,
them.
when you've done your ACL and you come back, you get all those niggles. It's
Yeah.
very
They
difficult.
sit
Very
second,
And
5
relying
wins.
so heavily too. So
Yeah.
heavily. He's basically like he's the heart. He's the heart of that team.
He's everything.
Yeah. 17 goals for 11 goal difference, 16-3, a win behind Arsenal. So yeah, they trot on. We'll
Yeah,
move
there you go.
on to let's go to Chelsea. Let's go to Chelsea. Good win, 3-0. Strong win, I thought. I watched a lot of your game. It was a good win against Nottingham Forest. Ange Postecoglou's back slinging Souvlaki's in Oakley. So if you live down in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne, you'll see him at your local Souvlaki shop. And yeah, I'll let you take this one away, Bo, because
Back to vanilla in Oakley, you reckon, huh?
Yeah, 100%.
Bloody
He's
hell,
opening his own place. He got paid £7 million for what, a month and a bit's worth of work.
He'll
He's,
be right.
he's buying a whole strip. That's what he's doing.
He's 100%. He'll end. I still think at some stage he'll end up back in Australia as a novelty thing at South Melbourne before he retires to Greece or something. But anyway, strong win. I didn't really find too many faults other than the same stuff I say every week. It's so evident now. If you watch I don't know if you watched the first 20 minutes of the game. We gave the ball away about 3 or 4 times in the back line.
Ridiculous.
Right?
You should have been down 2 or 3-0, mate.
Yeah, and the chances were there for them. That's just on them for not being able to finish, but they weren't able to do that the entire game, right? And you could see that because Ange was frustrated as hell on the sideline, going, "How the hell are we getting these chances and not scoring?" So, end of the day, I've said it time and time again, we need a general, we need another Thiago Silva, we need another John Terry to literally get these guys into gear at the back. And another thing, we are not. I don't know what this experiment is with Gusto in the midfield. That is the stupidest thing I've said. That's 2 weeks in a row now, and wayward passes, loses the ball. He's undisciplined in the midfield. It should not be happening. So if they're not going to play him at right back because of Reece, then they've got to ship him off because he's the type of player that needs first team football. You either get rid of him or play him in right back. You cannot have him playing in the midfield. It's a terrible experiment. Other than that, a few times where João Pedro and Neto had chances to play the ball and they didn't. They just wanted to get too tricky with it. There was a really blatant case of it. We were on the break and directly right in front, João Pedro did a full freaking 360 twice. He did a 720. There, Tony Hawk, this guy, right? And I'm like, man, come on. Like, you can't be doing that stuff. Just pass the ball off. It's a goal, So still little things like that are quite annoying because good teams in that situation just dish it off and put the ball in the net. You know what I mean? But there is a lack of, we have a lot of young players as well who probably don't have that discipline yet. They've still got stars in their eyes sort of thing. And that'll come with time. That'll come with maturity. That's fine. But other than that, I thought it was we will look very, very solid. If we can keep that up, it's only positive signs. And yeah, João Pedro hasn't scored in 5 games now, man. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, positive signs, not to win the league. No one, I don't think we're expected to win it, but just get into that top 4 and cement something maybe for next season.
I think you'll finish top 4, mate.
Yeah,
Pardon?
Chelsea.
So do I.
Yeah, finish top 4. We'll go close.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We'll scrape in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So Chelsea sit 5th, 4 wins, 16 goals for, so pretty good in the goal department, 7+ and then 14. So look, we can come back around to Chelsea because we've got Lee for a short amount of time. Let's go to where we want to go. The top of the table. Look at him. He starts smiling again. The ears prick up. He's like an obedient, like a little puppy dog. Oh God! Oh, he's had a puppy. He's had a treat, Lee.
Here he's snack. And let him feast on it. Let him feast on it.
You know what I'm going to do? The floor is yours. A 1-0 to the Arsenal, the famous scoreline. We win at Craven Cottage. We're a place where we haven't really had a clean sheet for a while there, to be honest. So I thought it was a strong performance, a strong defensive performance. We controlled the ball a lot. Take it away. I mean, what did you make?
Are we not talking Champions League as well? Like, can't we bring that in?
If you want to bring in Champions League, more than welcome, mate. 4-0.
Yeah. Fulham, I
4-0.
forgot about Fulham. It's gone. It's finished.
Where's the hot water?
I've moved
Where's the hot
on. I've
water?
moved on. You know what I mean? No, like Fulham was. Do you know what I don't like? Paul, you've been there. We went there last year, didn't we? Like, you know. So
yes, I did. I nearly got my head ripped off by Kenny Ken when that offside equaliser went in.
Yeah.
It nearly killed me.
if you've not been there, I can't explain. It's the most picturesque place to go to watch a game of football. You walk along the Thames. There's a lovely park and everything like that. There's like all these posh houses, and then you see this ground, and it's a lovely little ground.
It is,
but it's a very, very difficult place to play at. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's not an intimidating place or anything like that. But I don't know why it is. It's a tough place to go to, and you know, it's always has been. It's been a hard place to play football. So the last couple of games we've played there, we've not won. So it was important to get off and win. What was great about the result was that when we won, we had the things to come the next day, which we didn't know was going to happen. But it was, you know, you set yourself up for a good day, whatever happened, like, you know. So, and that was very, very important. We needed to win that game. We'd known that Man City had put a pressure on and gone above us, and so there was a little bit of pressure on that. I didn't sense the pressure in the stadium and on the players and everything. That they just done a very, very good professional job. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for Leno, it would have been more. But set piece
like
again,
he was like Manuel Neuer. He took like a chip or something. Like, he got bitten by him. It was like, I was waiting for him to just save everything all night.
Oh no, he actually saved one and then turned around to us in the crowd and said sorry about that. You know what I mean? No, thanks for that, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, let the bloody thing in, like, you know. But he had a very, very good game. Listen, you know, you look at it in the context of the two games that we played. You know, played Saturday and played Tuesday. To get a win there was very, very good. Let's be honest, guys. We're not going to be going back on the highlights reel while watching that game over many a times. And but that's what you have to do when you're trying to win things, and that's something that we've not been able to do. So, listen, I think that it was a professional job. We got the job done. That's the main thing, like, you know, and we got the result. And yeah, like, there was some good performances in there, like, you know, defensively sound again. I have to say, like, you know, Zubimendi, by the way, is getting better and better now, which is a good thing. Saka was our most dangerous player, and can I be really honest about it? I thought Trossard was having a poor game, and he pops up and scores. So, you know, like, things going our way at the moment, and it did set itself up for a better Sunday. And look, listen, it was a good win, but I enjoyed Sunday more. I don't know why. I just enjoyed Sunday more. I had a lovely roast beef dinner. You know, I don't know if you Aussies know about that. It's a good English tradition over here. Yeah. And then, like, it was a good Sunday.
All right. So we'll move on to this morning or last night, your time. Atletico Madrid battered in 13 minutes of play. I mean, it's probably one of the most complete 13 minutes I've seen in a while from Arsenal, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, we've been terrorist football, haram football, all these memes about us, all these memes about Mikel Arteta, but I thought we were fantastic in the morning. You know, to beat Atletico, who are they're very hard to break down. I don't know as of late, but just to put them away like the way that we did, fuck it. I mean, there's nothing better than seeing you belt a team in 13, 14 minutes.
It was a hot water effect. That's what it was.
The hot water. Yeah. Did you see that, Lee? Did you hear the drama about the hot water?
Yeah.
Reported.
Do you know what? There's surely, like, something's gone wrong there, because Arsenal are a pretty classy club. Like, they look after the opposition very, very well, like, you know. So I don't know what happened there, like, you know what I mean. Anyway, they had a nice. Listen, do I feel sorry for them? They're not going back to a Premier Inn, are they? Like, you know what I mean? They're going back to a 5-star hotel where they could have as much hot water as they liked. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you know, it didn't see. It might have affected. I don't know, like, you know what I mean. But listen, it was perfect night of Champions League football that for us. I just liked everything about it. The first half, people will turn around and say it was boring, but it was a tactical two teams feeling each other out, and Arteta working it out well. We'd sort of played Declan Rice and Zubimendi as a pivot, like as a two. In the second half, he just said, right, Declan, you go and do what you have to do. And that just released everything there. It was, so tactically, which is very, very nice because Simone, as we know, is like an excellent coach. Simeone's like up there with the best tactically. But I felt that for Mikel Arteta to get one over him tactically is a massive, massive plus for us going forward because, he see what was going wrong or whoever did see it, see that there was something that we could work on and get through. And then when we did, all right, a set piece like to start off with, like was that. But then the goal, the Martinelli goal from Miles Lewis-Skelly is as good as anything. What I mean?
That run was insane.
Is that his best finish in like 2 years? I couldn't believe it.
Right. Was that would have been right in front of you, Lee, where your seats are, yeah?
Right in line with it, like, you know what I mean? I nearly ended up on the pitch and fell down the stand. Like, it was unbelievable. The best thing about it, though, guys, for me was that I turned around to my mate and I said, "What we need now is Gyökeres to score. That's what we need, like, you know what I mean?" And as I said that, he went and done it, like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, like, I can't be doing that. Like, I got slated for that, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah, like grown man running around doing it.
That was pretty funny. I don't know how the hell they got you to do that.
No, I didn't even get paid.
Pay the bills.
I didn't get paid.
I wish I could have said that. Yeah, I got paid. Like, I've done it for a favour, and I've told him every time I see him now, that's the last favour I do you, Cecil. Anyway, he gets that goal, and the stadium goal. I don't know if you noticed it. We've seen it from, obviously the Spurs fan had turned off by then, so he wouldn't know. But like,
I was sleeping.
The atmosphere when that goal went in was like unbelievable. Like the energy in the stadium, it's been a little bit criticised as the Emirates atmosphere of the last few years. It's not been as good as whatever. But last night it was right up there. And I'll tell you what they've done, guys, is that they at half time they didn't put the game on, like on the screens. So,
I saw that.
They just stopped that night, you know what I mean? So everybody was back out there, like, I've missed 2 Gyökeres goals because I was drinking a nice Guinness, you know what I mean? Like, but
I actually want to ask you about Gyökeres and what you've made of his entrance so far and the way he plays football. I mean, I don't know if we've got conned. I actually don't know. I think maybe I've got conned into thinking that he's something that he isn't because, mate, he's as stiff as an old bloke coming out of a strippers, mate. Seriously, he is that stiff. I've never seen that one that flicked back to Leandro Trossard on the weekend. I thought he was going to do his ACL. I just look at he always wants to wrestle. This bloke should be in the WWE.
He loves to do it. This doesn't
expressions. Like, seriously, I couldn't believe it. I reckon we've been conned. I'm coming around to Paul's theory that I don't think he's good enough.
I don't think he's worth what we spent on him. But now you look at his record. It's 5-11 now. So it's
mate, those goals that he scored, you couldn't recreate them if you tried. You can't recreate those goals. Look, I think we needed a striker. I think you still need to create a midfielder, but we've been creating a lot of chances anyway. But I don't know. He always wants to get into a wrestling match.
I'll ask you this. I'll ask you all this. And I reckon you were onto it, Lee, as well. When Havertz is fit and they're both fit, who starts?
Oh,
big games
Havertz.
Havertz will get integrated into it. Yeah. He'll get integrated slowly, and then if he performs straight away, it'll be tough. It'll be like whoever performs essentially the most, depending on the time that isn't it?
Yeah.
What they do, guys, is they do 2
before the season. You wouldn't have thought that would even be a question, right?
Yeah.
Like you would have thought he just slots in there, centre forward, done.
Point. But I think, Lee, you said something there that they do 2 different jobs, and that's very, very true. Havertz will come up to the play when he needs to, whereas Gyökeres kind of stretches the field out a little more.
And he occupies the 2 centre halves. I know, like, we're saying about the wrestling and all that. he does occupy the two centre halves. So what's happening?
Yes. He does bring a lot of
not being able to go out to the flanks and support the wide players. So the wide players now, like Martinelli yesterday, benefited from that because there's no one doubling up on him. And Saka in the first half, I don't know if you noticed it, they couldn't double up on him so much because the two centre halves are being occupied. So then if you're going to drop a midfield player back, which is what that they did at times, then Zubimendi's getting on the ball and freeing up things, and then Eze's getting on the ball and the little pass into Saka. So listen, we're saying things about Gyökeres that we were saying about Havertz, trying to convince ourselves that Havertz is the same thing. But ultimately, he's there to score goals. And listen, that wasn't his best performance this season for me. When I thought he was outstanding for Arsenal, was at Newcastle. He was brilliant. He was. But yesterday he wasn't as good as what he has been, I think. But he scored 2 goals. You know what I mean? Like I know it's just a silly thing and all that. Like I didn't think he was even in the top 4 of man of the matches yesterday, if I'll be really honest. And there he's getting man of the match because of his 2 goals. Look, you've got to be there to score, and one was a bit lucky. The other one was off his knee. He made a great run for I think it was Zubimendi put him through and the goalkeeper saved. So look, Leno made a wonderful save against him on Saturday. So there are those sort of things there. But like he is there ultimately to score goals, and 2 goals yesterday. That's good. And the other thing is, guys, he's only scored against Leeds, or he's only scored against Nottingham Forest. He's got a penalty here, and he's done. He's scored against top class opposition last night twice. So how he done it, I don't know. How he done it, I don't care. He has actually scored a couple of goals yesterday, and at the end of it, like it's 5 in. Is it 5 now in 9? You know what I mean? So
is it 5 in 11 or 5 in
5 in 11? Like, so if you can nick one or 2 against Crystal Palace, you look at it and stats, and you say, look, he's doing the job. But if I'll be really honest, I thought he would be better than what he has been. If I'll be really honest, I think I thought he'd have a little bit more. But I'm not too disappointed that he's a battering ram, because I think that
we've missed that. We've missed that. Yeah, and I'm a subscriber to him drawing in the two centre backs as well and bringing in the flanks, because a lot of the time you saw last year with Saka was he'd get doubled up, triple teamed, and you go, well, where's the help? There was no overlapping runs, no underlapping runs, and now I think it brings him right into it, Saka, and he'll only get better as the season goes on. And then Martinelli, well, if he can get his head up when he runs, he could be seriously, mate. No one can take him on. So. Yeah, look, I'm still giving Gyökeres until I'm giving him 15 games. If he's got 10 goals in the Prem, up to 15 or close to that.
We'll go back to what we spoke about 2 weeks ago. Obviously, there was a lot of expectation on him after what he did with Sporting that season. And he does draw the centre-backs and to allow to free up the wingers. I want to go back to Havertz. So if you were going to integrate him or try to integrate him back into the squad, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. When he was at Leverkusen, he was playing as a cam,
centre forward,
sort of midfield like role.
Line, yeah, it was like,
would you try that with him to integrate it to see if it would work?
I think it's game state
situation. In as striker.
I think it's just a game state, like the different teams when you bring them on off the bench as well. I mean, I don't know what you make of it, Lee, but that's what I think.
Listen, how can I say this? I think Mikel would try anything to get him in the team. I think he likes him. Yeah, right? I don't mean that nastily. I don't mean that nastily. I'm a big Havertz fan. If that, as a footballer, I think he's great. If the one thing he lacks is goals, I think that if he could score goals, I think his finishing's not great. I think misses too many clear-cut chances, if I'm being honest. But his overall play as a footballer and all that is fantastic. He's got that nasty streak as well. So it could. Listen, I think that. At times, if things are not going our way, you can go 4-4-2, and them 2 up front would be a real problem. I do think that Eze at the minute still finding his feet at this moment in time, and I think that if Havertz was fit, I think maybe he would have been given that berth to try and see if he could go in there. Dare I say it, and not after Martinelli's performance yesterday, but I think that he could go into that left side, do what Eze does. You know what like a hybrid. Someone called it a hybrid winger, left-sided player. I think he could do that job. I think there's many things to do, but I do feel that he might try and shoehorn him in somewhere. And the other thing is a game like, I don't know, Fulham in particular, maybe like 20 minutes to go. You can take Havertz off and bring on Gyökeres, or vice versa, and you're going to get a different feel to a game. So, and I think also, like, if you're playing someone like, I don't know, a Man City or a Liverpool and all that, probably like when you want to keep the ball a lot more, you probably go Havertz. And when you've got a team like Crystal Palace or whatever, when you're going to get a lot of the ball, you probably go Gyökeres. So I think horses for courses will come into it as well. But for me, I just want Havertz back because it gives us different options off the bench or going forward as well. But I do think, answering the question, I do think he will try and get him in. You know, like when whether you think this is right or whether you think it's wrong, Eze at the moment's getting in front of Wanyeri because of price of price tag. You know what I mean? Like we've spent 60 million on him. So we've got to play him and give him more chances than someone that's, I don't know, a free transfer or whatever, blah, 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 or a young kid coming through. I think with Havertz, it's the other way around, where he's like one of our top paid players. So if you're one of your top paid players, you can't be sitting on the bench because, like, I'm not being horrible. If you're, I don't know, a player that's playing regular and he's on twice as much money as you'd be going knocking on the door going, hold on a minute, I'm playing week in, week out, putting my body on the line, and he's getting like double the amount of me for sitting on the bench, you know. So I do think it could be a bit of a problem, that. But listen, I think Havertz comes. I think he's a good player and gives us different options. But where he's going to play, I think he can play in a few different positions. But ultimately, I still feel his best position's at centre forward.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, he had similar issues with him at Chelsea.
Yeah, I remember that. But he tried to play him as a left winger too.
So originally, when we first signed him, everyone thought, yes, we're finally getting a playmaker, because when he was playing a little bit of that false nine for Leverkusen, he was creating a lot. He was very dangerous. And
have you seen he was incredible at Leverkusen, if you go back.
One of the best youngsters.
And we got him off the back of that.
Mate,
and we're thinking we're going to get this player that's got insane vision. He's young. This is the future. We've finally found a good playmaker. And he came to us, and they play him out on the left to begin with. Then they tried playing him as an all-out, or basically like a advanced freaking forward. Then they started playing him as a false nine again. And what they were doing was playing him in positions that didn't fit in with our system. So all of a sudden, we've got this player that's so good at what he was doing at Leverkusen, but we're not using him in that way at all.
Yeah, I think
he was also about to hit his peak at Chelsea when a lot of instability hit the club, changing of managers, owners, big transfers. And I think that just unsettled him. Don't forget, look, I know he cops a bad rap, but Real Madrid were in the hunt for him when he was about to leave Chelsea. If Real Madrid's on the hunt for you, you must be a darn good player. And I know people will laugh at him. And Lee, you mentioned too that he misses chances and that FA Cup match against United and whatnot. But he provides a lot of strengths to the team that I don't think he's a very unique type of forward, very unique type of player, very unique.
Listen, if you said to me, has he been a success at Arsenal? Yeah, he has. You know what I mean? Like, I think in that season that we come close to when he went up front from January to May, he scored 15 goals. You know what I mean? Like, he was brilliant. You know, I think that if we're all like six of us on here, like, you know, we turn around and say, what's his best position? Five of us might say a different position. That's what is the problem. Where is his best position? I don't know. And what his best position is, like, you know, can he be a playmaker? Can he play as like the number 10? I think he can, but I don't know if it's his best position. Can he play wide? I don't know. That is the problem with him. Like, you know. But if you was to say me, has he been a hit or a miss for Arsenal? I'd definitely say he's been a hit for us.
Yeah, I still think a 10 with the license to shoot, and he'd be a beast.
Yeah, it's an interesting take, and I love the conversation around Havertz. Crystal Palace this week, just to wrap up the Arsenal thing. Crystal Palace, it would be Sunday your time, what, 11 a.m. or is it the 12 a.m. kickoff? What
2 o'clock for us, like
2 o'clock. 2
yeah.
o'clock, sorry.
What time's that for you out there?
1 a.m. 1 a.m. on a Monday morning.
That's all right.
So
That's tough.
You can't even go to sleep beforehand, too. You got to just kind of.
I'll be in
morning.
bed at 7 p.m. and I'll be up at 1.
Nah, I'll be not in bed and I'll be up at 1 and going to bed at 5 a.m. Waking up the next morning at 8 a.m. to go to work at 9 a.m.
Do you know? Would you guys like? Could you? Now I couldn't do it, so like I don't know if you can do it. Like can you like record it and then watch it in the morning, or is that
stuff that? Nah.
Gotta
watch it live.
No.
Watch it live. Nah, yeah. I've never watched the game after fully and not watched it live. I can't do that. No. You're crazy if you do that. You're crazy. You need help. You need help.
Like you can't sleep. Like you actually start dreaming of like what the result is and shit.
Like in the world we live in as well, you're gonna wake up. You're gonna open your phone, and the first thing
that's exactly
the result, and then you're like, "Well, fucking hell!" Like, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. So like 4:30 kickoff for us is like 5:30 in the morning for you. Then is that right?
No.
3 a.m. What's a 4:30? What's a 4:30?
3 a.m. Isn't it? Isn't it 3 a.m.? Yeah, it's 3 a.m.
3:30.
Yeah, it's the Fulham time, Paul. It's the Fulham time.
Yeah.
So what do you do? You go to bed and then wake up for those?
Nah, I stay up. I stay up.
Straight through. And then you go even tonight.
I don't sleep.
Don't sleep. Champions League.
Nah. I can't be bothered. And then I go to work and I'm fine. Ask Dan. I swear to God, I'll function 9 hours a day. Just have about 35.
He's a madman, mate. He's a madman.
Mate, the Arsenal. How can you not love them through all the misery that we've gone through for so many years, mate? Like we travel halfway across the world, 24 hours just to see him. The first time I saw him, mate, when they North London Forever cried.
Quick funny story.
Shove the bottles up your ass, Joe.
Quick funny story for you. I once
flew, baby. Go on, Bo. Sorry.
No, you're right. I was going to say I once flew to London for Chelsea versus Bournemouth at the Bridge. Checked into the hotel, watched the game, checked out the next morning, flew home.
What the
True story.
That's
true story.
That's like $3,000 expense.
True story. Well, back then it was 2.5K.
You guys win?
Shit.
That's like
$500.
That was a true story.
Did you win?
2-2.
Oh God!
Oh no! No joke. And the funniest part was I took a credit card.
What time did you get to the doctors when you got home? Like,
that's the first place I'm going.
The jet lag was amazing.
What cycle did you check yourself into?
The same cycle.
How's the therapy going? Is it all right? You know what I mean? Like,
we'll wrap it up here with Lee because he's got to go. But just your takes on the Crystal Palace game and just a win prediction. I know you're going to say we're going to win, but it's going to be a tough game.
Listen, I think it'll be a tough game. You know, do you know what? I'm going to be more nervous about Sunday's game than yesterday. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like more pressure. We've got to win this game, and I think that we have to win this game against Crystal Palace. I think we've got to win our next 3 games in the league. Any drop points is not going to be great. You know what I mean? When you think about Burnley and Sunderland, difficult games, but you've got to win that home. You've got to win your home games, and I think that it won't be easy. I'm saying 2-0 to the Arsenal.
Yep. Everyone here, I'm going to go. I'm going to go 2-0 as well. Handy result, clean sheet. Paul. He's going to go like 2-1 or something.
Yeah, 2-1. Eze anytime.
Eze scores, yeah.
Eze will score.
Yeah, he'll score, and he'll do that. He'll do the FIFA celebration like that.
Away from
I
me.
can guarantee he will score in
Put
this
the house
game.
on it.
Put the house on it.
Wait, he hasn't scored a PL goal for us yet, has he?
House on it.
No, he will score in this game.
He will score.
Yeah,
100%.
I told you today. I text Paul today, and I'm like, just Eze will score. He just score. Whatever price, have $1 million, and then we'll be doing this. Seba, thank you for the $14.99. Big up, Lee. What a legend. Need to have a few beers at the Tollington. That's my brother. So yeah.
Anytime, like anytime an Aussie wants to buy me a drink, they're more than welcome, like, yeah. Especially with the Ashes coming up, like, you know, especially with the Ashes coming up with your captain not playing, like, come on, bring it on, you know.
Come over for the Ashes. You come over for Boxing Day.
Yeah, I would do, but I could do, and then be back the next day, like fly back.
Yeah, like, and be in
be a draw test match, it'll be rained out.
yeah, be a draw, like, you know what I mean, and I'll be in therapy, you know what I mean. So,
thank you, mate.
big up to Lee. Make sure you go check him out. Everyone that's watching, legend.
Thanks for having us on. Take care.
It's time to go. Big up, Gordon.
That would have been perfect timing for that too.
Yeah, I know. I don't have it in my things in the media, so I didn't have it in this one. So I thought I'd say it because we know it.
I can't believe I just got
Arsenal win against Palace.
Yeah.
So Simons 3-1. Pommy's gone 4-0.
3-1. 4-0 Pommy. 4-0. Jesus.
That's a bit much, Pom. He's still drinking. He's still drinking the United. He's still drinking the United beer the other day.
Who said 3-1? That's 3-1. I think is spot on.
Yeah.
I think that's spot on. Yeah.
All right, we'll move into. We got one game left. No, we. I think he's going to cut his hair. Hey, 2 in a row. Yeah. Stop themselves. How good. 2-1.
2 in a row. One after the other.
Shout out Straight Talk. 2-1 victors. You know what? I'm not even going to say anything. Joe against Liverpool. Deha's not here, but for anyone that's watching that's a Liverpool supporter, take it away, Joe. The floor is yours.
What a win. Well, they're actually rubbish. They're They're genuinely shit. And like I said in the preview, not in the preview, before when we were in the green room, let this be known that this was the game that won Arsenal the league. Let it be known. Arsenal. This is the one. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. Liverpool are done. They are not winning the league. They are not winning it.
Joey Mars and me like this with the all three of us.
Yeah. I've booked my flights. I'll hold up the trophy.
I'm there, bro. I've already searched for the flights. $1,500 Etihad. I'm there. I've already got it. I've got it saved. I just need a 10. I'm doing a bow. 1 in, 1 out, and see you later. That's it. I'm going.
This is going to be this is the They look shocking. They look really bad. They look really, really bad. 2 of my least favorite players scored. Mbumo, fake LeBron James. LeBron James scored. It was a nice goal. I'll credit where credit's due. And then as Liverpool were, going to come as they were, we held our own for 70 odd minutes, which is very surprising because Liverpool can just against us previously can just pile it on. And with our defense, I'm very surprised I didn't do that. And Gakpo scored that goal. And then as he does,
he should have scored 4.
He should have scored. Yeah. Geez, that one that hit the post, that would have been a beautiful goal.
3 times he hit the post.
Yeah. The one he was outside on his right. To the left of our screen. That was a beautiful shot, hit the post. Anyways,
unlucky.
Very unlucky. Very, very unlucky.
Unlucky.
And then as he does, slab head, the human fridge comes up clutch.
Yeah, the fridge.
And he just has the coolest celebration. He's just staring at the crowd. sliding on his knees, and he's like, "Oh, it's just another day in the land of Harry Maguire."
He done the Bresciano. Like,
yeah. He's strutting. He's strutting around character at the moment. He knows he's the super sub. How he continues to do it, I really don't know. Incredible result. If you told me what the prediction was the week before, I would have said we lose 3 or 4-0. We wouldn't get a shot away on target. I did not foresee winning at all. I woke up. I didn't watch the game because it was a horrible time, absolutely woeful time.
I watched it like this. I was doing the Trossard. I was doing Leandro Trossard's watching it like that.
I woke up. I saw the score, and I said, "I'm watching this tonight. That's for sure." And yeah, wow, incredible. Ahmad, it's crazy how much we've missed Ahmad as well. He's so
quality
good.
Player. He's a quality player.
I've got so much to say about this game.
Go on.
Much to say.
Go on.
Do you not rate him Wemo?
I do. I just
not for the money you paid. He's not.
I think he's
not for the money we paid.
Mate, I think he's fantastic. I love him. I wanted Arsenal to get him.
Well, out of all the big money signings, he actually has the most goals and assists out of.
I like him a lot.
Everyone.
I think he is the. I think he's the best signing United's made for 6, 7, 8 years. To be honest, just proven, pay for what he's worth. You know you're going to get guaranteed output, and I think he's done a great job.
He's better than Cunha.
Proven helps a lot.
Put it that way. He's much better than Cunha at the moment. Who's needs to really score or assist or do something. He's got to figure it out really quick.
To me, like the way I looked at that game was the result great, fantastic for Manchester United. Manchester United just needed to win, get this consecutive win hoodoo out the way, get some confidence into the dressing room.
To shave his hair.
There's still a lot of problems, like tactically, the way you set up. Like let's be honest, right? If we're looking at the way maths works and probability, if you play that game 100 times with the stats and the way that the shots came off, you probably lose that 85 times, right?
Yeah.
How many times are Liverpool hitting the post 4 or 5 times in a match? It's not going to happen. So to me, like you're still conceding those big chances. Midfield's still all over the place, right? But conversely, you don't know what a result like that can do. That's the bit, and I think United's squad is not as bad as it has been performing for, let's say, the last 6 to 8 months. And I know there's a lot of cultural issues, a lot of backroom issues, a lot of issues with ownership, a lot of issues in the change room, issues with the captain. I understand that, but I think the team should be performing far better than what it is at the moment because there's a lot of individual talent in that team. I know that doesn't get you as far as it wants, as it should be when it comes to winning titles and whatnot, but there needs to be a bigger tactical improvement from what I see. Like the press is off. It's always basketball. Like the games are always basketball. And Amram was far more pragmatic in this match. He played that 5-4-1 for the majority when you're out of possession, but like you're not going to do that every week. Like this week against Brighton is going to require a different. Like you're not playing 5-4-1 against Brighton at Old Trafford.
No. Not at all.
That's going to be urging you on, and the problem is when you get urged on and you open up, defensively you leak. I will say, and probably actually mentioned this in the chat, Lemons, great signing.
Oh yeah,
how much calmer he is. He's not got hands with Swiss cheese. He's just.
I reckon he's after 2 games. I reckon he's their best signing in the 7 to 8 years, bro.
Seriously, ridiculous.
You haven't got a back 4 or 5 or wing backs that are worried about their last bloke. He can distribute well. He's a good shot stopper. He's confident. He's calm. I think he's a great signing. I think he's been phenomenal the last 2 games.
He got a birthday gift, Pommy. Happy birthday! He got his birthday gifts this week. He saw United win 2 in a row.
What? I thought his birthday was tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. Well, fuck. All right. I'm just saying. There's a lot of happy birthdays here, and fucking let me just get it out, man. Far out, man. Let him enjoy the win. He might lose this week. I think he'll lose this week. What did I said to you in the morning, Paul, before those games, both games, the Tottenham game, I said these are very interesting games this morning.
Yes, you did.
Right.
You did.
I said to my brother that I reckon that United will get a result. I didn't know. Yeah, they were heavily back. I thought they would get a result. I don't know. There's just something about them. And mate, Liverpool, that since the second week that we did this, or even the first week, I said that they've been shaky defensively. Virgil van Dijk, oh my God. Did you see him get toasted on the first goal? As soon as he got spun up, then Buemo went. And then he was telling Konate, mate, take him. And they didn't get the handoff right. And they leaked so many goals this year. Defensively, I just don't see it with them.
He's not what he was.
Without Allison too.
Yeah, I'll shut up for the next 5 minutes. But the one thing I'll say is I don't know if anybody's done research on this. This is one thing I looked at before this season started. Go have a look at Arne Slot's second season drop-off at his previous clubs.
Yeah, it's
massive drop off, and it's starting now. So the league that we've got, the Premier League, you in the last let's say the last 7 to 8 to 9 seasons, what's the cutoff for the amount of losses you can have before you're done with winning the league?
5,
especially with City.
4, 5.
It's not much.
5 maximum.
Correct.
5
Yeah.
maximum.
I would say 5.
Maximum 5.
That's right.
Liverpool of what have they got now? Is it 3?
3, yeah.
3.
Yeah.
That's already a lot.
Slobo 299, happy birthday, Gronk.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Beautiful.
3 losses in the Prem, but 4 in a row in all
competitions. In a row, in all comps, man. They've been they look chaotic, but they can't. Sorry to cut you off, but I've got a lot to say on Liverpool because the way that they press the ground is fucking chaotic. Seriously, it's chaotic. It looks fragile. They're pressing in spaces where they shouldn't press. I'm looking at him, mate. All I've got to say, if you thought Gyökeres was bad, Isak, he is the worst signing this season by a country mile. He's leading it right now. He's a donkey. This bloke's a fucking donkey. 130, 40, 50, 80 million. They've paid $1 billion for this bloke to put in goals.
It'll be okay.
I don't think he'll be okay. I don't think he'll be okay. He's not worth the 130 mil. I remember when they signed him, I was at work and I'm like, this bloke, if Gyökeres 60 mil, right, and we think that's over, mate, 130 mil for this bloke, then what's Haaland worth? 400 million.
Newcastle are laughing. Newcastle are actually laughing. They got that much for him.
And then Baltimore is doing really good for them.
Baltimore is just
taking the piss.
I think you can't judge yet.
But it is early.
Why not? Quality players don't need time to adapt in a system.
The only argument there, is that, and also he's a seasoned Premier League player.
Yeah,
but
how long?
How many games has he played? How many games has he started for Liverpool so far?
Ekatike is better than him. I'm just going to put it out there. He's a better striker than him.
Does anyone have the stat? How many games he started for Liverpool?
I don't know. 3.
I think it's 3.
Okay, so at that price tag, what was the pass mark for him to warrant that price tag in those 3 games?
To fucking score.
For that price tag?
Okay.
For that price tag, at least minimum 2 goals. A goal.
Yeah, but hang on. It also depends on what the games were. Did he have enough chances to score? I know he missed a freaking sitter. I saw that. I don't know who that was against, right? The one where he did that little skip and he just completely fucked the whole thing up, right? I can't remember who it was against. But other than that, I don't know. I don't think after 3 games, people can be saying he's a flop. This has failed. He's not going to come good. Blah blah blah.
I think it's a team that the whole team, like they were so on last year, like they were so on, and they've all just dropped off, right? And it's gonna show like they're trying to get someone like Isak in and thinking, okay, he'll just add to that. But the drop off from the whole team is bizarre. It's
Trent, Liverpool, mate.
Crazy.
He's had as soon as Mo loses his best mate, have you go look at Mo Salah's numbers?
Oh, dropped off.
I was just about to bring that up.
Generational drop off. All I'm going to say is he's had 6 appearances. Isak, I'm going back to Isak. So 6 of 8. That's 6 of 8. He started 4. He started against Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Man United, and another
For
match.
how many goals?
Sorry?
For how many goals?
0.
Okay, now here's my only. That's not acceptable. I agree. Right? I agree. That's not acceptable.
Fucking 0.
The
I don't care. I will die on my heel alone. I don't worth. He's not worth 100 million plus. I'm not worth 100 million plus.
I'm saying
how many goals he's scored?
Early to say
fucking Leandro Trossard.
I'm not saying that he's. I'm not saying that he's worth 100. I think that's an astronomical amount. I get it, but at the same time, I think it's too early to judge this guy.
How many?
You can't be. What if he comes out next season and wins
I
Golden
agree
Boot?
with Bo. I agree with Bo.
Hang on, Mars.
Yeah.
When you get rid of your 4 eyes for 2 seconds, Malaka, right?
You got the 4.
Okay.
I've only got 2.
What happens next season if he comes out and wins the Golden Boot? Do you forget about this season?
No, because he won't win the Golden Boot next season.
No, but you don't know that.
That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Spoiling Haaland.
Here he goes, Paul Heyman. Hey, let me just make
Mars Heyman.
If you watch the games that he started, right?
Yeah, he's been
watch
pooped.
the delivery that he's getting from certain players, especially Salah.
You're telling me he doesn't have enough quality around? He's got Ben 10 himself. He's turned from 007 agent to Ben 10.
Hang on. I didn't say that. I didn't say he doesn't have quality players.
120 million there too, feeding him the ball.
The service is shit. I'm not excusing it. I'm saying the service has been fucking shit. Right? Let me put this into perspective.
Okay.
Let me put it in perspective. Is Curnow a shit player because he didn't play well last year?
He's poo. He's poo.
They dumped it on his head for an entire season.
I'm out.
Much, right? So
I'm getting away from this. I'm out.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's the comparison I'm trying to make.
I think he's a
$30 million player. I'm saying it's far too early to judge if this guy's going to come good at Liverpool.
I understand. I'm just creating a bit of drama because I love drama, right? And I'm just rage baiting, right? But I think he's just had overrated. If you're asking me,
Isak,
I don't think so.
Isak would be banging in goals if he was playing as a number 9 for Arsenal right now.
Yeah, well, he
correct.
isn't.
I agree.
Right. But that obviously that's by the by, right? At the moment, Liverpool's problem is you cannot replace Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Nope.
This bloke is one of the all-time right backs of the Premier League. I don't care what people say. As a passer, as a difference maker, that bloke can unlock any defence, right? And there's a reason Mo Salah's struggling. There's a reason Liverpool's struggling, right? And then midfield. Let's talk about Liverpool's midfield. It is horrendous.
But is it? No. That's bullshit. Because I was talking about this midfield like it was fucking prime Reich. He was like prime fucking Ruud Hull at AC Milan. Gravenberch was fucking turned into Vieira last year. Apparently, you had Szoboszlai turned into the fucking Hungarian Gerrard. Come on, man. There's no excuses, bro. And you added 130 million with Ben 10 there. You're telling me you can't produce fucking opportunities for Isak? Taking the fucking piss, bro. You're taking the piss, bro.
And still be shit.
No, you can't. No.
Hungarian Gerrard.
You can't. How can you have all that quality in midfield and tell me you can still be shit?
I'll say this, right?
You're telling me they don't have a quality team. They have a quality team. It's just not gelling. They're playing like crap.
They're not good enough right now.
At this point in time, right? This is what I'll ask, right? At this point in time, who have they got at the moment that's on the sidelines that can come in to make a difference? Alisson, right? Alisson was incredible against Palace. He goes down. They've got, what's his name?
Mamashvili. Yeah, right? Marshmallow.
He ain't Alisson, right?
Yeah,
he ain't Alisson, right? The problem with Liverpool at the moment is they've got nothing in there at the moment that can change it up, that can come back into the team where you say, oh, they're missing this player, that player, this player, and that player. If they get those back in a week or two, okay, right, it'll change. But the problem is now they've got the issue where they're already behind the 8 ball. They need to turn things around. It's going to have to be, to quote the great Turkish, internal solutions, right? By the time these players bed in to a certain point, it could be over. You can't be standing still there, mate. It could be over, right?
Well, in January, they lose Salah for a month.
Whatever, right? But, and let's be frank.
expensive.
Last season they had 0 injuries. They had Konate go down for a little while. Allison went down for a couple of weeks with that hamstring, but Callagher was a reasonable enough secondary keeper, right? And Trent was doing Trent things. You know, they had those players that could cover it. But the percentage drop off now of those players coming out, Alexander Arnold's not there. Allison's out of the team. Konate looks cooked, right?
I've never rated it.
The problem for Liverpool is that they've spent 500 million. And would you all agree at this particular point in time compared to last season, at this particular point in time, they look worse?
They do. They
look worse.
That Kirkes, rubbish.
Yeah. I think rubbish. You've got the fullbacks and midfield. That's my issue, personally. The attacks, I mean, the whole thing's an issue. But for me...
Frimpong's terrible.
Even Frimpong, he's not really... He and Trent, people think, because Frimpong's an attacking kind of right back, that he's Trent. It's completely different.
Nah, his range...
And they're a different...
Not just passing, but...
kind of dictates the play. And then you've got the midfield, where you're putting Wirtz in there, disrupting the whole defensive. I'm trying to find the word here, but defensive stability of that midfield. It's completely gone with Wirtz in there. He doesn't press. And to be fair, Salah even last season, you could see he's not a player that would typically press, and that's kind of made up for by what they had. But now, when you're putting more attacking players in there that prefer to be on the ball rather than off the ball, you can see the issues that are happening. It's just instability over the whole field. And I think it stems down to those wing-backs. Connor Bradley especially. I mean, I thought when he kind of came in for cameos, in the last couple of years, he's been decent. But this season, him and Kirkes,
really
I reckon not really creating as much as, Trent and Robbo were.
It'd be nice if their manager took some accountability in the press as well.
Oh, that was horrible.
Yeah,
he's no accountability.
What's his issue?
He's won a pressure.
He hasn't felt it yet.
Just go look at his second season drop off in his previous managerial roles, and you'll see a trend here.
But do you think this is different though? Because obviously he hasn't spent 500 million with another squad, or I'm asking.
You get more. If you can bring in quality players, it enhances your place and your system. But I don't think these players help. Right? I think he's just throwing them all in there and hope it all works. And it's like an Alan Party mix. It's an Alan Party mix, mate. I'm telling you right now.
Especially
I'm telling you, the worst signing for the club was Isak.
And I'll tell you what, he held out.
The worst signing.
For months.
Right, they spent 80 million on Ekatike, right? Why are you bringing in another striker?
You genuinely didn't need this.
Why are you bringing in another striker for 130 million? So you got 200 million worth of strikers, right? I get it. You need quality everywhere.
You know what I mean? It's not FIFA.
They don't play it. Isak can't play.
They should have got. I'll tell you who they should have purchased. They should have purchased Adam Wharton.
Yeah. Yep.
I think now that he's spent money, and it's the second season, he had a cruisy first season, no problem, all good, win the title, right? Now that he's spent money, there's more pressure, but he's reshaped the team. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there's enough reshaping there that he actually has to fucking work for it a lot more this season, right? Because now he has to get the team to gel again. But the pressure on him now, he hasn't had at all. And now you're going to see, is he a good manager or not? Look at Klopp. Klopp every single season was consistent, right? Or actually take Guardiola, for example. Guardiola here and there would bring in players to better the team, even if it was only one or two, right? Yeah. He would bring one or two in after every time he was winning a fucking trophy. Every season there was a new player that would come in, but he wouldn't tamper with the team too much. Luckily enough, he had the players that he didn't need to replace just yet.
Yeah.
But it was... Yeah, but now with Arne Slot, he honestly, I think he should have signed a centre back. To be honest,
yeah, weren't they?
Right,
I don't understand. Yeah, and I agree. He should. One, there's so much pressure on him this season, but secondly, I agree with you about the two striker thing. Ekatike started amazingly.
Man, he was on fire.
He was perfectly fine, and you knew what was going to happen. Isak's going to come in. He's not going to fucking see a game. Right?
They're very similar in the play style.
About any other team. That's rat shit. Right? Do you know what I mean? You can't be doing that. Now he's going to sit there and play cup games. and probably belting freaking hat tricks like it's no man's business.
I reckon he'll start over Isak. I reckon he'll start over Isak, man. I just reckon
he should and he will.
I think he's a better. I think he's a better player. I think he's.
I don't think. And do we know in Isak's contract? Do we know if he has any triggers on goals or games played?
No idea.
I'm not sure.
I'd like to know. You'd be able to find it at some. Or actually, I don't know if you'd be able to find it because it was a lucrative deal. But I think the information might be there somewhere. If we could somehow find out if there is a trigger, a bonus on.
There'd have to be a bonus. There would have to be. Absolutely, there would be.
But I want to know what that is because if games played is in there, we're going to know who we're seeing for the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. What the other thing
we've had that at Chelsea many times. You know that's how we've got a lot of our deals over the line.
Yeah.
You've seen us from time to time again signing players for no freaking reason, and we bring them in, and then you see them playing and they're dog shit, but they have to play. They must play because of the contract.
At this point in time, he's only played 8 games in the Prem. He started it's 6 games, started 4. Yep. You give him 15 games to get up to speed. But I think they don't need it. If he's quality enough, you don't need that many games to get up to speed and embed in the
I
system.
agree with you. I agree.
Especially for him,
he's already a seasoned EPL player.
That's the thing, but he held out. Like he was not training, not playing, not even doing anything for months when he was trying to leave Newcastle. And it took was it deadline day or the day before deadline day when he got signed? I still think it's too early for him to be even playing 90 minutes. I mean, I agree with Mars. I would still play a Katike, and I'd maybe put on Isak if you need a little spark late in games. But for starting a player who's certainly not up to match fitness, it disrupts. That's the word. It's disrupted whatever kind of system they had. That's what's happened.
So I'm just reading. So his base annual salary of approximately 13 mil for the year, so £250,000, and then can increase up to 2.6 million a year. So triggers, these bonuses are tied to goals, total, assists, and just team success.
But it doesn't give you figures, hey?
Nah.
Yeah, I know some of them you can find easily, and I'm just going to say they're for the lower tier players. I get it, right?
Yeah.
With something so big like that, they're not going to release that because, I mean, that there's so many pathways that can go. You're going to find out how many games he's going to play. You're going to find out how many goals is expected of him, and then you're looking into background info about a team that we shouldn't know about. So I get it, but I think it'd be very good to know about the games played. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I just think defensively they're just shaky. I said it the first week that we did this is that I think Virgil Van Disney, he's going on a tour now of Disneyland, seriously, because I think it's time. I think it's time.
I was having this discussion at work the other day with a couple of the lads there, and when you say we were trying to have this discussion around so forget it's Arsenal, forget it's Liverpool, forget it's Man United, forget it's just say it's team A, team B, team C, team D, right? They don't have history attached to it. I understand that it's a massive part. I get that. But just squad by squad, player by player, position by position, right? Should most squads stay relatively sound, right? You're obviously going to have injuries here and there. That's just naturally going to happen. I mean, and this is, again, like me, I'll try to take my Arsenal cap off. But is Arsenal's squad the best in the league? It just process of elimination, right? If you go through line by line,
yes,
is there a better squad in the league?
No,
because I'm looking at they finished second and the mentality and they're this and that. I'm like, but they're different players. It's a different season. Or you've just got to stay consistent for as long as you can. Get to that 89 to 91 points, and you're in with a chance. And then it's like I don't think people realize the closer you get to your goal, the harder it actually gets to achieve, because that little extra percentage marker you're trying to get to, like what they always say, to go from 8th to 4th is easy. To go from 4th to 2nd is harder. Going from 2nd to 1st is always the hardest.
Very difficult. Yeah.
It's always the hardest to do. So I mean, like Arsenal's squad, Arsenal can field. I mean, they can field 2 teams at the moment. I think it's the first time that you can say that about an Arsenal team.
Since Invincible.
Forever, really. For a long time. That's what Chelsea and Manchester City and let's say Liverpool as well have done to this league.
Paul, I still say you're the most rounded.
Look at what the English teams did in the Champions League yesterday morning or earlier this morning. They battered everybody.
It's the depth.
43 goals.
And it's not even just depth. It's literally, it's like you said, it's a second 11. Back to your point, Bo, about Pep buying players as he went on. You look at like Rodri, when they bought Rodri, didn't really even start being a first team regular to like 2021, 2022. And then he became a Ballon d'Or. Same thing with Vardy. They bought Vardy, I think, when people thinking, how the hell is he going to fit in? He didn't even start for a bit. They integrated him slowly, like Paul said, in the Champions League games, and
left back, and then through left back. Yeah,
you're right.
Exactly, and they integrate them in the squad. That's what I think they did so well. And
Mourinho,
as much as I hate to say it, like Zubimendi, for example, going back to the Arsenal thing, that's my favorite Arsenal signing. Because it pushes Declan Rice to, I like in a more attacking role anyway.
He's an orchestrator. I think he's an orchestrator.
I've got one thing to say, and I may piss Bo off here, right? This one's
bracing yourself for it.
What is it?
There we go. Fucking say it, mate.
It's going to be real
scared
hot.
to say it or something.
Shit.
I'm nervous.
Hold on. I've got to consult Gunnosaurus on this.
Gunnosaurus.
Yeah.
Got his job back.
You know, like there's a guy on Instagram. He goes,
yeah. Remember the little dolls on the footy show, Mars. Right now, he's confirmed. He's confirmed that I can go with this.
Here we go.
The Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo comparison is the dumbest, stupidest, most ridiculous comparison I've ever seen. They're not, mate. They're not even on the same. Like it's not. This is not even. They're not even on the same level. They're not even on the same stretch. It's the most ridiculous comparison midfielder to midfielder I've ever seen.
That's led by Gary Neville, bro. Come on, man.
Absolutely. Look, and don't get me wrong, bro. Like Caicedo is a good player. He's a very, very good midfielder, right? Would I like him at Arsenal? I would love him at Arsenal, right? Declan Rice is a unicorn. You cannot compare the two. I'm sorry. It is just.
You know why you can't compare them?
What you're saying is in positionally.
Declan Rice, I'm going to say at the moment, I'll say at the moment, he's the best midfielder in the world. Bar none. At the moment.
Hang on a second.
I can't think of anybody else.
You can't compare the two for one reason. They're not the same player.
That's what I thought you were saying. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? You're saying you can't compare because they're not the same position?
Well, but Caicedo's a DM. Caicedo's a DM, and Rice is box to box.
Forget the position. I'm just talking player to player.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, player to player, Declan Rice wins.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about defensive midfielders, you still can't even compare them because Declan Rice is not.
No, he's
Caicedo's a ball-winning midfielder.
Correct.
Right? He's not even box to box, dude.
No, I'm saying Declan Rice is box to box.
I know. I'm just saying
Caicedo's a DM.
So you can't. Yeah. Caicedo's not a box to box. He's a ball winner.
Nah.
He just goes and gets it and dishes it
Correct.
off. And I don't think anyone in the league can do it better than him right now. Right?
No.
But
who?
Than Caicedo.
Dishing the ball off.
No,
winning the ball.
He's a ball winner, right? Nobody in the league right now can do what he does by.
No, he's the best ball winning mid in that role. Yeah,
completely disagree.
But he is.
Who would you put ahead of him?
But he is. No, he is. No, he is.
Declan Rice.
Rice is box to box. He's playing a different role.
You're talking ball winner. Get the ball back and keep it and deliver it.
Correct.
Rice is
get the ball back and
if we're going, if I'm going to go chances created, Declan Rice by a mile.
If you wanted a defensive midfielder that can play box to box and create chances as well, right? You take Declan Rice. Right? Or if you wanted a more rounded sort of game as an all-rounder, if we use cricket terms, you take Declan Rice. If you want a defensive midfielder that's going to tackle every motherfucker in 2 seconds and get that ball back, you're taking Caicedo.
Declan Rice does it 10 times better than Caicedo.
Nah, you can bring up the stats. I'm pretty sure that.
No. Don't worry.
In the league right
Declan Rice doesn't need to do it as much because of the team he plays in.
I understand, but I understand, and that's a factor. But Caicedo has the most tackles won in the league right now.
Of course he does, because Chelsea don't possess the ball like Arsenal.
I get it, But so you're saying, okay, so if we just and what you're saying is true. Like you have to take that into account. I get it.
Yeah.
So you would take Declan Rice if we were to go ball winner to ball winner. You take him over Caicedo.
I'd take him a defensive midfielder in the 6, in the 8, ball winning mid, everything. The bloke's is a unicorn.
No, I disagree.
Do you think that he's become a unicorn because of?
And that's
Zubimendi?
not bias either, by the way.
Because I think Zubimendi's actually this will sound really weird, but I think Zubimendi's actually unlocked a whole different part of Declan Rice that last season he couldn't show because it'd be him. Odegaard,
he was playing as a
DM.
Marino, I actually think, funny you say that. I actually think Rice was better in the second half of last season than he has been in the first quarter of this season, to be honest.
You reckon?
That's his level.
I love what I've seen from him. I reckon. I think he was great second half last season. He's been consistent. That's all you can ask for, really. But I feel like just Zubimendi isn't asked to do.
He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Caicedo is very good. I think he's.
But he's not a creator. He's a defensive midfielder.
No, he's not a creator at all.
And you know that. He's not. You can't. I don't think you can compare him. I'm with Bo on this. I'm with Bo. You can't compare him because they play two different roles.
Correct. But they're comparing Caicedo's defensive game to fucking people like Essien and Makalele now.
And I think Declan Rice Declan Rice got a strong defensive game as well. And because we possess the ball, he doesn't have to do that as much. He's allowed to go with freedom. As when you flip sided to Caicedo, man, you're playing fucking highway football, up, down, and he's expected to tackle, and that's what he's there for. But if you're gonna pick one, you're picking Declan Rice. But Gary Neville's on Shard, bro. He led that whole charge. It's all him. No, it's all him.
We have to bring this comment in. I'm sorry. That last comment. There's no. You are Tina P.
Nah.
Absolute piss take. That comment is. Tonali was a player that they brought in saying that superstar blood. He's coming from Italy, and he came in. And he was about half of what the expectation was.
Yeah, he loves a bet. That's what he's good at.
Yeah.
Look, before he got into all that bullshit, right? He actually, because I'm a AC Milan fan, and I got him on the jersey before he left, right? Anyway, he was very good that season and leading up to it. Still young, but I think it goes Rice, Caicedo, then pick the rest. Pick the rest.
Look, it's touch and go with both of them, all right? But at the same time, I still stand by. I think he's a better defensive player than Rice when it comes to winning the ball back and being a ball-winning midfielder. But I'll still admit, if you want an all-rounder that can do all of it, I'll agree with the term unicorn. That's fine because he can do everything. The guy's taking free kicks as well.
All right, put it this way. To end it right. That free kick against Real Madrid.
He's ridiculous. I get it.
That's whack, bro. That's
postage stamp at fucking Chelsea when the rumor was
like fucking postage stamp type shit, Post type shit, man. You mail that shit and it gets there fucking express, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna put this: is he worth the 100 million that Arsenal paid?
Yes,
and more.
No, I'm just saying.
And you probably would have got
when
him
he was first signed. My answer was no to that. My answer was no when he was first signed. But now, what I'm seeing him evolve into, 100% yes. Because of the different roles he plays.
And I'm going to go even one further. Unreal. We watched his last game at West Ham against Leeds. We were there. Right. And they won 3-2. Anyway, I'm going to put this one. Did he adapt straight away into the Arsenal system?
I know where
straight away.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, I think so.
You're going to do the Isak comparison.
Fucking oath I am. And I'm going to do Ben 10 comparison as well. Ben 10. Fucking Agent 007 words, mate. Those two, they've been the worst signings so far, and we're 8 games in. And they could have already lost the leg. Suck shit, you know what I mean? Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. I can't wait until we fucking bottle it.
I think you're going to win.
I've only got 2 bottles. I need more bottles.
Actually, I got a question. It's not Arsenal related, right? Question for Joe, and actually, I'll ask the same question to Zach, right?
And we'll wrap it up after this. You go.
We got to get my trivia in as well. Don't forget.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
First to Joe. Do you think this win now is a catalyst for something better to come from United? Because you're 2 on the trot now. Do you think you get better now, or do you think this was just a little patch and now you're going to go back to inconsistent Man United?
I think we will get better, but we are so low at the moment. The better will not be good. So when we against Brighton, we're going to get ahead of ourselves, and it's one of those games.
I reckon you lose that game.
Hey,
I reckon you lose that game.
I was going to say it's one of those games where we get ahead of ourselves and we get done. We come up, chest pumped out. Yeah, we just beat Liverpool. A bit of this, bit of that.
Official, straight in, mate.
And we get done. But you know who's going to score and put this in your multis? Eze will score against us.
Yeah,
and as he always does against us, who's going to score?
Danny
Welbeck.
Danny Wells. Yeah.
But Welbeck's been playing very well.
Brilliant goals last week. He scored 2 brilliant goals. The little chip, and mate, I'm telling you, unbelievable. He was on fire.
He's probably one of the most brilliant, consistent strikers to ever grace the Premier League.
It can't get worse, can it? It can't get worse.
It can. It can.
It can.
Yeah.
So then
I think we get done, and I think we get done. And I reckon he scores, but no, I think we will get better. But getting that level of getting better is not going to be to a good standard. We're still right.
A United standard. Well, maybe it is.
So are you pushing? What are you pushing? Top you're in 9th at the moment. What are you pushing?
14,
6 or something?
I don't know.
14.
I just want to be above the half. Look,
you
don't
how
want to see your name.
How the mighty have fallen.
If it wasn't for all the success I've seen over the years, right, I would be in award right now, as Carlton are going to put me in award, right? But I'm just being patient because I know we're going through a rebuild, right? Whatever you want to call it.
Been rebuilding for fucking 9 years.
It's the Carlton rebuild, 10-year rebuild, 10-year plan. So it's baby steps. It's just going to be baby steps.
Yeah, that's fair.
What's your question for Zach?
So Zach, similar question. Like now that you're seeing, you guys have had, what is it, one? I don't have the thing in front of me. It doesn't show it, but one win in how many games? Like 5, 4,
3 or 4,
3, something.
Like
yeah,
I don't know what.
We got 2 losses, both at home.
Okay, so what's the consensus after like 8 games now? Are you considering how you started and now where you're at? What are you thinking?
I think I'll chalk it up to growing pains at the moment. I think it's too early to say that it's not working or he's out of his depth, or as I've seen some people say, some Spurs fans say. I'm going to chalk it up to growing pains. I really would love to see once Kulusevski comes back, because that right wing spot's that's Curtis's now. That's 100% his.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see maybe they have him on the left. Or last season, you actually saw with Ange, sometimes he'd play him and Maddison as kind of advanced midfielders. Maddison's done his ACL, so he's out for the year anyway.
Yeah.
But you sometimes play Kulusevski kind of in the middle. So maybe play him in the middle and maybe Xavi Simons on the left. Again, just to see some sort of dynamism in our attack, because at the moment it's very, very stagnant and it seems like Kudus or bust, like I said earlier. So yeah, just to add some dynamism would be very interesting to see.
Okay.
What's your trivia question before we wrap it up?
Oh,
we got 2. We got 2. All right.
We went with 2. All right.
Bo's trivia. Here we go. Brrr.
Very nice.
Yeah, laddie. You like it?
Which team has the most yellow cards in the league right now?
Newcastle.
All right, Joe's going with Newcastle. Mars, go. Don't you be looking this shit up either.
I promise. My hands are here, bro, so I can't be scrolling. I got no Twitter.
Your screen just changed colors there. What the hell are you looking up, mate?
I've got no Twitter fingers. I'm gonna go with.
I know what you're doing.
It's probably the light.
Oh yeah. Was it the $10,000 set up that's changing lights?
My hands are here.
Oh, most yellows. Fucking
hell,
hell.
Most yellow cards in the league.
Who's a 30 as team?
Who's it?
Yeah. Who's cutting calves like they're at big market? I'm gonna go with Chelsea.
Chelsea, you reckon? All right. Paul?
Probably not. I had 2.
What did Google tell you?
It was either Chelsea or Liverpool. It was either Chelsea or Liverpool.
Nah,
it was one of them.
I will say.
I'm looking now.
Leeds United. Maybe.
All right, and Zach,
I'm going to go Everton.
you're all
Just
wrong.
try
It's
to pick the
Brighton
worst
with
teams.
22.
Oh,
Brighton.
Brighton with 22, but
Not what I
Zach got
expected.
Everton in second on 20 with Bournemouth. So there you go.
good guess. Good guess.
And
Yeah,
the
who's the
second
dirty team?
Fucking
The
David
second
Moyes
one.
football way.
Which team, hands up, yeah. Which team has the most injuries right now? Go on, Mars.
Fuck.
These are harder than last week. Shit.
Can you go from Zach? The other. Oh no, all right.
Right, Zach,
I'll
go
go.
on.
No,
You
I'll
start.
go.
Oh, no.
Oh, Mars,
I don't know either.
Mars bipolar.
Fuck, most injuries.
Seven goes Stow Bucharest.
What a fool.
Chelsea. It's got to be Chelsea, but you got no centre backs.
No centre backs.
Relax. We just don't have them because we don't sign them. Joe.
I'm going Chelsea.
Madrid.
Madrid, this bloke.
I actually do. I have a
Chelsea
big
as well.
injury
All
list.
right, Paul.
I actually have a big injury list, but I know it's not us. I know it's not Liverpool. I know it's not Arsenal. Chelsea, no. Spurs, no.
Yeah, the Yids, that could be close, man.
Could be
Who?
us.
Yids.
I'm not going to guess us, but I
Yeah,
think
the
we'll be up
Yids
there.
are Spurs, yeah.
City? Do City still have a few injury? I'm going City.
City. Paul.
Complete guess. I'll say Brentford.
Frankfurt.
Brentford.
Oh, I thought you
Frankfurt.
said Frankfurt. I'm like, what is this?
He's thinking of-
Frankfurt?
He's thinking of
Brentford.
sausages.
All right.
Frankfurt
Zach, go on,
sausages.
mate. Go on.
Almaty.
What is going on with him?
I reckon I've got this. I reckon I got
Huh?
this.
I reckon Newcastle.
Nah, I've got
Newcastle,
it.
you reckon?
I've got it.
Who?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Bullshit, no one. It's Tottenham with 8.
No, it's
Oh.
not. It's Chelsea.
It's Tottenham with 8, Brighton with 7 in
You've
second.
got 8.
I just
Off the top of my head, Solanke, Madison, Kulusevski, Ben Davis. Not that he starts.
No, it's
Currently-
Chelsea.
Romero.
I'm fucking...
Romero. Romero
Currently,
just got out.
currently
Doggy
Chelsea's
just got out.
out.
There's 6.
Colwill, Delap, Dario, Palmer, Enzo, and Benoit, and not Chris. That's 6. Yeah, the whole team will be injured after that. Don't worry about it.
You're a dickhead. Ara Almaty.
Yeah.
He might be right after all.
Monetization gone.
So what do you got? 6.
We've got 6 out at the moment.
So Tottenham got the most.
Tottenham's got 8. Brighton has 7.
Okay.
I thought Cole Palmer, Batashili, Colwill,
Delap,
Let's see, I reckon.
Esugo, that whoever that
Delap.
is,
and
Delap,
Enzo.
Reece
Sugo.
James.
Reece James isn't injured.
Yes, he is. Got a minor
he is.
injury. He didn't play.
He's
Oh,
always
yeah,
injured.
massive.
Huh?
Withdrew from England duties. No, did he
Bro,
play
that was
this
about
week?
a week and a half ago. He just played for us on the weekend.
He's already injured. Yeah, he'd done his.
Usually
thing.
is though, isn't he?
According to Mars, it's still the Invincibles year. He thinks you guys are ahead on the table by like fucking.
We are.
yonk.
We're ahead. We're on top. Have a look.
What's going on, bro?
Andre
You all
Santos, Fofana. Who's this dickhead? Arita Bio, James, Delap, Esugo, Colwill, Batashili. Bro, and Cole
Fuck.
Palmer. Bro, you got like 10 injuries, bro.
Do you know that a lot of those players?
Anyway,
are
it doesn't
not
matter.
out?
It doesn't matter.
They're
I know I'm
training
right
with
on this one.
time.
I'm not going.
Well,
I know
wait.
I'm right.
How many did you count there?
Disgrace.
Because we've got
Andre
Ben
Santos?
Davies,
Now,
Sorry?
now, the host is trying to like fucking
Listen
Play
listen to me. Andre
Yeah.
Santos, right?
Yeah, let's
playing
count
this
it.
week.
All right, but he was injured, right? I don't give a shit. He's
no,
injured,
we're saying now.
but he's injured still. How
Reece
do you know?
James
He's
was
playing
a
this
week
week?
and a half ago. Relax.
I don't care. He's injured. Fofana,
No.
Arita Bio, James, Alap,
Do this.
Esugo, Colwill, Batashili, Cole Palmer. 9. Eat a dick.
This is
Anyway,
conspiracy
I'm wrapping it up. It's been a great one. It's been a good one. All we know is that Arsenal are on top by a win. We had the great lead judges on. Thanks, Paul. It was a really good one, real fun one. We found out that Isak is a hack, waste of money. You'll never recreate the Gyökeres goals ever again in the morning because they were the most putrid 2 goals you'll ever. It's the worst brace you'll ever see in your life. We've seen that 007 Wirtz has turned into Ben 10. Who else is there? Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Still, even at home with that stupid flag in the corner flag, the fucking dumbest flag you'll ever see. Hold that. Man United, thank you very much. Best team in the league. Slabhead, Fredge, Maguire. We love you at Arsenal. We're going to have him as like the holy one. The holy one.
You can put him next to the Henri statue.
Look, I'm going to put him next to these stupid little twats. Look at him, right?
Just get a bar fridge and slap his head on it.
But look, if you haven't liked it, make sure you hit the like. If you're watching this later, hit the like. Join in the discussion down below. Make sure you subscribe to the Jumper Punch if you're a new viewer. If you're not, well, I don't know. I don't know what else you're doing with your life other than being on here. Thank you to Joe. Thank you to Bo. Thank you to Paolo for jumping on tonight. Zach. Luke will be back next week for Man City. He's gone into hiding. And Deha will be. If you're a Liverpool supporter and you want to jump on, let me know. But yeah, make sure you catch everything else. We've got Unfiltered. There'll be another emergency meeting coming up maybe this weekend. And it is what it is. Anyway, we'll love you and leave you. Thank you to all. Good night. And go the Arsenal. Nothing? Nah, see, I don't even support that.
Up the Charles. I said it.